So I don't know how many of you are aware of this, but I'm an avid Bible reader. I really love it. I love the prophecies and the outlay of it and what it has to say. I think that it's important, just as like uh, the book of Mark Aurelius, Epictetus, Socrates. All these things that apply to like self help or give you a better understanding. So recently, I've read this scripture a long time ago, and I really don't know what it meant. I know this was referring back in Daniel's day to the prince of the royal realm of Persia. There's other modern Christians that refer to it as the man of lawlessness. But this one always intrigued me. It says, "Neither shall he regard the God of his fathers, nor the desire of women, nor regard any God, he shall magnify himself above all." Now, that little section, nor the desire of women, was always puzzling to me because, it even shows like thousands of years ago, uh, men have always listened to women. Like this BS misogyny and all this other stuff that people are trying to get you to believe is absolutely false. Men have always listened to women. In fact, whenever you're born, you're just inherently given that instinct to protect and provide for women and children as a man. You know, to go against that would be an unnatural thing to do. So it's interesting how this prophecy comes out that he's not going to regard God of his fathers, be atheist, nor the desire of women, nor regard any god, for he shall magnify himself above all. And I always just thought that that was an interesting way of putting things, but I get these little nuggets, because uh, the modern day society and the modern women will try to convince you that years ago women were just abused, downtrodden, and all this other stuff, which I believe is absolutely false. I believe that their mothers and grandmothers set up a nice life for women, and it was men that had to do all the dirty work. Uh, so that's, I mean, you will have these different things throughout history where women were, not treated right and stuff like that, but neither were the men. And for the most part, though, women had a much easier life than a man. So, but anyway, that brings us up to like modern day stuff. And on Facebook, I follow some of these groups, and it's actually getting pretty brutal, right? I mean, this MGTOW, it means men go their own way. And one of the questions here this morning is, would you rather be stranded in the desert with a dog or a woman? Now, every one of these comments are, yeah, they would rather be with the dog. Um, Now, why do you think that is? Why do you think that is? Because there's a lot of different reasons. A woman perhaps would want to be stranded with the dog too. Maybe not. Maybe if she had half a brain, she would probably want to be stranded with the man because the man is stronger, could go longer, get resources and stuff like that. But it just refers me back to this scripture again. Neither shall he regard the God of his fathers, nor the desire of women, nor regard of it. But there's posts like this happening everywhere. There's tons of these groups where men are just turning on women in droves. They're sick and tired of them, leaving their husbands, talking BS on men every day, and these posts go viral every time. They're very, very popular. And I don't know, what do you guys think about that? It's you have all these women, they want to party, they want to have a happy, exciting life, and if they don't get that, they just go on to the next guy and the next guy. It's a really sad state of affairs. And especially whenever you get to women that don't believe that way. They believe in building together, working together, and stuff like that. So, what happens to these women? They get cast out. What it means to be an alpha stoic woman, to where you're not in the man bashing industry. You're not in where you're trying to challenge men, or try to make them feel like they're lesser people because they're a man. There's a lot of challenges that they have, you know, sticking to the roles that their mothers and grandmothers set up for them. Because for the most part, I mean, whenever you just do a look on social media, even in my feed, I'm finding all these. Every time I load up my feed, I'm unsubscribing to some person that is man bashing. And will men get away with that? No. They create these private groups. And yes, I'm a member of these groups because I really like to see what's going on out here. And I am just absolutely stunned about all of these groups. This is just a very small portion. There's groups on YouTube, Facebook, all over the place where these men, they reject the women. If you're a woman, you can't even join these groups. And I would just like to know what you guys think about this. Is this a serious problem? In fact, there's several interviews on YouTube that these women, these modern women, are saying they don't need men anymore. They don't need men. There's even these Christian women are just astronomically insane, saying that they do not need a man. And so it's just kind of interesting that all the industries are 90% men. All these things that are going on, from your car to the clothes you wear to the shoes you wear, all the appliances and stuff like that, we all know are generally provided to you by men. But you have the audacity and the stupidity to say, you don't need men. See, I don't agree with that. I think we need women. I think we need men. I think we're all part of a whole. But you get this sentiment out there, and it's on social media, all over social media, and you have these people with their unrealistic expectations, and to try to think that what they're saying is normal, and they're trying to get you to swallow this pill. It's just really, really astronomical. But anyway, the names of these groups are MGTOW, which is Men Go Their Own Way. Some of the things that I agree, some of them I don't agree with. um, Either way, I really think that it's hard for a dignified woman that accepts her role and embraces her role to live in a world like we do today. And I would like to know what your thoughts and opinions are on this. All right, this is Max with the Alpha Stoic Group, and I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.